Hey viewers and friends, Andrew back again and welcome to another video, and today I've got a slasher review for you guys and I'm going to be reviewing Texas Chainsaw 3D. So finally got around to picking this one up and checking it out. I've been wanting to watch it for a while now and I finally did. So definitely wanted to give a review rather than talk about it in a future update because I have quite a bit to say about this movie and it's probably not what you guys are expecting. Alright, so the storyline behind this one is it centers around a woman called Heather. She's basically inherited a house from her grandmother, who she pretty much never knew really growing up. But she inherits the house and soon finds out that her cousin is Leatherface and that she is tied into the Sawyer family. So that's sort of the main plot that runs throughout the film, and that's sort of as far as I want to go with the storyline. But I'm sure most of you are familiar with this movie, you've probably seen it already, so I'll get on to my overall opinions and thoughts on the film. So this has been one that I've heard pretty much nothing but bad things about, and I've got to say, after watching the movie, I honestly don't get why so many people absolutely hate this movie. I thought it was really, really well done, and yeah, I enjoyed it a hell of a lot. It was pretty awesome, to be honest. Now, I'm not a massive fan of the TMC franchise. I love the original film, and I really like the beginning, and now I really enjoy this movie. But the rest of the movies, I don't really care that much for at all. And one of the biggest complaints that I keep hearing people say about this movie is how inconsistent it is. That's almost laughable when you compare it to the rest of the franchise, because come on, it's as if some people that are complaining about the inconsistency on this movie have never seen any of the other films within the franchise, because in all honesty, the TMC franchise is probably the most inconsistent movie franchise ever. The movies and the characters have no relevance to each other whatsoever in terms of the sequels. They're all completely different. They add completely different things character-wise and story-wise from the previous film. So I find it kind of laughable that people are complaining about the inconsistency within this movie when it's been happening ever since the sequel came out. So I really don't get that. I didn't have an issue at all with the timeline, the story, or any of the consistencies within this movie, because the date's never shown. They only show the actual day, and they never really talk about the actual year or anything like that. And story-wise, I thought it played out really, really well. I thought Heather was a fantastic character. And as the movie goes on, you know, things get explained a hell of a lot. And to me, it was pretty clear. So I really had no issues then. I really, really enjoyed all the characters. They were all really likable. And that's another thing that I heard bad things about, that the acting was really, really bad. I just don't get it. I thought the acting was really, really solid all round, especially compared to a lot of other modern slasher flicks. The acting was really good. There wasn't really a character that I disliked within this movie. I thought Heather was an absolutely fantastic final girl. She was awesome. Leatherface was absolutely amazing in this. Easily the best Leatherface next to Gunnar Hansen from the original. Just his overall look was really true to the original, and he had some really, really awesome looking masks throughout the film, especially the mask that he wore at the beginning of the movie looked absolutely fantastic. There were a ton of great homages played throughout the movie to the original film. The house at the beginning of the movie, definitely a highlight for me. Basically at the start of the movie, when the credits were rolling, they recapped the original film, which I thought was done absolutely fantastically well. Then when the real movie kicks in, it starts directly after the original film. Picks up really, really well, and they even recreated the original house and even some of the interior of the original house as well, which I thought they did absolutely terrific job on that, considering the small amount of screen time the house actually gets. I absolutely loved that, and it was definitely one of the highlights of the film. But yeah, the one complaint I do have with the film is that there was one really missed opportunity, and that was during the carnival scene. Leatherface was chasing Heather throughout a carnival, and there were like heaps of people around, like running away because Leatherface had his chainsaw going everywhere, and they were running left, right, and centre, and no kills took place at all. Yeah, I kind of felt like that was a missed opportunity. They should have had a few kills during that scene, but other than that, that is pretty much my only complaint. The kills in this looked absolutely fantastic. There was one really standout kill where someone got chainsawed in half, and that just looked great. Really, really good effects, some awesome looking gore, and yeah, absolutely loved the kills. It was just a shame during that carnival scene. I really felt that they dropped the ball there a little bit, and that was a real missed opportunity for some pretty kick-ass kills. But other than that, I really don't have a bad thing to say about this movie. I thought it was fantastic, and it's easily one of my favourite films next to the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So honestly, I don't get why so many people hate the film. Yeah, I thought it was awesome. So definitely wanted to post a separate review, talk a little bit more in depth about this movie other than show it off in an update. I will be showing it off in a future update, but yeah, I definitely wanted to share my opinions and review this movie. So if you are a fan of the original, I highly recommend this film, even if you're not a massive fan of some of the sequels, because I truly think that this is one of the better films next to the original movie, and I felt it was a really, really solid follow-up to the original film. It's not a remake, it is a sequel to the original film, and yeah, I thought they did a really, really awesome job with it. So I highly recommend Texas Chainsaw 3D, and I think I've pretty much covered everything that I wanted to say about this movie, so I'm going to wrap the review up, and I'm going to give the movie a score of 3.5 out of 5. Bordering close to a 4, but I am going to stick with my 3.5 out of 5 for Texas Chainsaw 3D. Alright guys, well I hope you've enjoyed this review, and I hope I haven't upset too many people, because I'm sure most of you share fairly different opinions to me when it comes to this movie. But we're all entitled to our own opinions, and I just happen to be a big fan of this movie, and I honestly don't get all the hate towards it. But anyway, I enjoyed it, and that's really all that matters to me. So yeah, if you've seen the movie, I'm definitely keen to hear your opinions on it, even if they differ to mine. I'm definitely keen to find out whether you enjoyed or disliked this movie. Anyway guys, 3.5 out of 5 for Texas Chainsaw 3D. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thanks a lot for watching.